And we're back with Weekend Edition. The local community is coming together to assist the family of Joey Nauta. He died last week in a Colorado house fire. Joining us now is two local businessmen, Brant McCreadie and John Mafnas. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
So tell us about this fundraising event that the both of you are holding together with the relatives of Mr. Nauta to help the family.
Well, we saw this on TV. We saw the tragedy that the family went through, and we got together and said that we need to help these kids out who lost a father and a wife who lost a husband. And the two of us said, let's make it happen, and that's what we're doing. This is all about the kids, and it's all about a community coming together at a time, at a worse time when you can have a tragedy during the holidays, and hopefully they can have a better Christmas than they thought through this fundraiser.
Now, have either the two of you spoken with the family or some of the family members, relatives?
Robert Nauta, who is one of 12 siblings, he is shouldering a lot of the burden of handling the situation with the funeral and fundraising events, and probably about 9 or 10 things that he's juggling. One of the things that really touched us is when we sat down with Robert. He had mentioned that in speaking with Michaela, who is Joey's 10-year-old daughter, she said, "Uncle Bob, all I have left are the pajamas that I'm wearing right now." So if that doesn't touch you, then you probably don't have a heart. And what we're asking people very specifically is to give whatever you can. And Nick, no amount is too small. If you have $1 to give, then $1 would help. If you can give a little bit more, we understand it's tough times. The economy's not that great, and it is a positive time. It's the holiday season. A lot of that money might be spoken for. If you can pull a little bit to the side for this family and just kind of realize what they're going through. I mean, it's tough times. So specifically, Tuesday, Club Escape in Mighty from 6 to 10. It's a $10 charge, very affordable. We're asking people to come out in droves. You may not know Joey, but everybody here is family. We're one big community family. I give Brant a lot of credit because he was the one that jumped on this and said, let's take care of these guys without a second thought. I just happened, as I was speaking to Bob, realized that I went to school with Joey and his brother Jess and a bunch of other siblings since we were in elementary. And so, obviously it has a personal take, but all we want people to do is, you don't have to know these guys to want to reach out and help in some way.
Now, Brant, you were saying that you saw it in the news last week about the incident. What triggered you to get involved with this?
Going back to what John said, when you find out there's 2 children with Chamorro ancestry in Colorado who just lost their house, and all they have left on their body is the pajamas that they left the house with. If you don't have that mechanism in your body to reach out and want to help them because you can, something's wrong. And I don't, like John said, I don't know. I've never met Joey Nauta, never met his wife, never met any of his family members. But I think it's a duty of our community, as John said in our last interview, to be your brother's keeper, and we have to, as a community, inspire one another to take care of each other when we need something, and that strengthens us as a community. And that is the only way that in times of need and in times of tragedy like this, that's the only way we can move forward, is together, not alone. We can't do it alone, but we can do it together. And that's my whole goal in all of this, is hopefully we can shine some light on the fact that if a community or a neighbor or a brother or a sister, mom or dad needs help, the community will be there to help them. And that's the message.
John, you were talking about the upcoming fundraiser next week. What if people want to donate anything else prior to the fundraiser or maybe after? Is that still a possibility?
Sure, and what they could do is they could always make a donation. I'm asking people, because I've gotten several calls, a lot of calls actually, from north to south. Woody from Dededo, the Barcenas family from the south. These people are reaching out and they're saying, you know, we want to help some way. Now, some are telling me they cannot make it to Joe Alvarez, an old friend of mine, who didn't even know I was involved. He called my phone and asked for Brant. And this guy's on a fixed income. This is an 80-year-old man who said, I don't have much to give you. Here's a $100 check. I mean, that, you know, that just shows they never met Joey. But what they know is that we all have families here. And, you know, a lot of people are putting themselves in Joey's shoes, or the family's shoes rather, and saying, you know, we need to help people in a time of loss. So to answer your question, Nick, one of the things that they could do is, you know, we're going to have a raffle that night. If somebody wants to supply some raffle prizes. If people can't make it to the fundraiser, but they want to really give, and they don't have much, you can go around your block. You can go around your village, maybe even smaller, your relatives. Collect from them, make a check out to Robert Nauta, and because there's a lot of people also that have called and said, I want to donate toys since it's Christmas. Here's what we're asking for. Give a cash or check donation. We give it to Robert. Robert gives it to the family. They best know what they can use at this point. And a toy would be nice, but you know, maybe they can use some food. Maybe they can use some clothing. Maybe they need some shelter, and money would go a lot further. So that's what we're asking the community to do.
Okay, anything else the two of you would like to add? Just kind of invite people out again to the fundraiser?
Invite people out to the fundraiser. It's Tuesday the 20th, 6 to 9 at Club Escape in Mighty. And this holiday season, be as careful and responsible as you can. We've had a tough tough week last week, and our condolences are going out to every family who lost somebody in their family. But just be safe this holiday season.
Yeah, and I think that's a great message. I mentioned it before in the first interview, and I can't emphasize it enough. We need to be our brother's keepers, and that's not just, you know, people that we know. You see somebody out there in need, reach. You know, I always go up to the guys at Salvation Army. When I give a donation, they thank me, and I got to thank them because they're standing out there during this time trying to collect, because those things eventually go to the needy. So if there's anything, Nick, it's give to the Nauta family, but just give to the community. You know, that's how Guam becomes stronger, if we all help each other out.
Any contact numbers that they can call?
727-4629 is mine. I'm John Mafnas. Call me if you have a donation, if you want us to pick us up.
John's taking all the calls.
Right.
Yeah, and you can call Brant as well.
Yeah, I'm 777-9280.
All right, John and Brant, thank you both for your time.
Thanks,
Thank you so much for what you guys are doing for the community and for the Nauta family.
Thanks, KUM.
And happy holidays to everybody.
All right, there you have it. Stay tuned. Weekend Edition continues after this.